good?
This movie sucks.
You love it.
Oh, good evening, everybody. It is Sunday. It is 8:30. It is time for B-Movie Bonfire.
That's right. It's B-Movie Bonfire, where the jokes are made up live on the spot and the points don't matter. I am one of your three hosts. My name's Aaron. The bearded man over there is Kyle. And then our new co-host that's joining us now in perpetuity, he's under contract, Josh, sitting there. We're excited. We're excited because this week we are going to be bringing you goats from under the couch.
What?
I thought we weren't bringing those out yet.
No? Oh. All right. What's this one? What are we watching? Kids from Mars?
Teenagers from outer space. Professional streamers right here, folks.
Nothing but the finest.
Yes. That's right, yeah. This will be a good one. We're excited for this. I haven't seen it. I don't know, you guys. Have you guys seen this one?
Oh, I've seen it.
I've seen.
Josh has seen it. All right.
I've seen about the first 30 minutes of this movie, and
okay.
Listen, Daddy-O, this is you're in for a treat, and I would just like to share with our audience. I found this when digging through a box of stuff. This is the Teenagers from Outer Space role-playing game, circa 1987, 1989. I can't believe it never took off. But I think when you watch this steaming pile of pony loaf tonight, you're going to see, no matter how you slice it, this is a terrible, terrible movie.
Oh my god,
that's fantastic.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it.
That pony loaf into the joke there. I really appreciate
it for that. My pleasure.
Steaming pile. I want to do a quick shout out to Caitlin at customink.com because I had some awesome shirts made. This is a B-Movie Bonfire shirt that they helped us out with. So those came, and also want to use the opportunity to announce a contest. So right now we're at, I don't know, roughly 25 followers
25.
On Twitch. We'd like to be at 50. So if we can get to 50 followers, once we hit 50, we're going to go through our comments that are made in chat. And whoever we think has made the funniest joke, the best joke, and is also a follower, we're going to award that person with one of these T-shirts. And so we'll get in touch with you and send it to you.
And
all you have to do.
Also, you get 1 million internet points.
Oh, wow.
That's right. But as I mentioned earlier, those points.
I mean, you can't get that just anywhere.
Don't matter. Yeah, it's just karma. So yeah, that's the idea. It'll be fun. So preach. It's the Steam Swagger. So anyway, excited to watch this with you guys. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, I'm just in the first few minutes that I've seen of it. It's
you're not. You're not getting it, Aaron. It's not going to be good.
No,
it's just not.
No, I mean good jokes, good fun times at the expense of the terrible movie.
The soil is ready. The soil is fertile and ready.
Okay, right on. I'm working on not being sober as well, Fadence. Hopefully you guys are too. I got the copper mug today.
I've got some worth the
Boulevard
wait.
Worth the Wait.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
That
I've
bottle's
been sitting
huge.
on this for weeks.
Wait,
ouch.
It was painful to wait that long, but it was worth the wait.
There you go. All right. Well, let's kick things off. Let's get this.
Right,
let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this movie fired up, and
Yeah.
hope you guys have as much fun with it as we're probably not. Boy, this is an expensive way to spy on Debbie. Oh, wait.
Dr. Mason. Dr. Mason. I'm sorry. I guess it was nothing. A sudden light reflection. It startled me.
There's no doubt a comet or a meteor.
No.
Was that Kyle?
It seemed to be a drill-shaped thing.
In my premiere role.
No, it
Beard was
must
shorter
have been
than
my imagination.
Yeah,
It makes me realize how desperately
I
alone
mean,
the Earth is.
that facial hair is just one
Hanging
step
in
up from the
space
Groucho
like a
Marx
speck of
nose
poo
and
floating in the
glasses.
ocean. sooner or later to be swallowed up by some creature floating by.
Oh, come now.
Time will tell.
For later?
Mason. We can only wait and wonder. Wonder how.
Maybe investigate and scrutinize.
Wonder
when.
who wrote the Book of Love?
You almost
What
can't
is
see the
that?
string.
They're screwed.
The very first COVID-19 vaccine.
No, I'm sorry. That joke hurts bad.
Is it in yet?
Now try and get it back out again. Cool.
It's like a bee stinger. Helen Sage beat out Nancy Mason.
Oh no, we made Doomswagger choke on his beer.
Sorry, buddy.
Huh.
This movie
Oh,
brought to you
Tom.
by Jiffy Pop.
Tom Graff, how could you? Timmy's in the well.
That was the joke I was going to make.
Oh,
No,
popcorn's
Timmy's
ready.
falling into this the spacecraft again.
Uncle Fester.
Brought to you by Weber Grills. No?
Brought to you by Pickled Eggs. Oh.
Ah, that flashlight is bright. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, shit.
That escalated quickly.
Man,
Talk to me, Goose.
this teenager is pissed off.
Well, I mean, we've all been teenagers. We all know the angst.
Hey, look, even these teenagers are wearing masks.
This teenager played by a 45-year-old man.
Time works differently in outer space. Yeah, but teen still means the same thing.
But check out that deep V.
Yo.
Oh man, and the fashion jumpsuit with the matching shoes.
Oh, man. And magic
He's got a
gloves.
double
Don't
V.
forget the gloves. Oh, God.
It smells like burnt dog hair.
Too soon, bro. Too soon. Oh, well, I'll pull
That
my
belt
pants
buckle.
needlessly high.
It's a romper. It's a one piece.
Those were the rage back then. That's what all the spacemen wore.
Oh, he gets to carry the small amp.
Stupid
I just need
roadies.
to stand here and look amazing.
Anybody smell dog hair?
Oh,
Oh no.
Were they all laying on top of each other in there?
Toto!
Oh.
No!
oh, God, you didn't even leave me any, dicks.
Where did the prop masters order a fully complete dog skeleton?
Why? I'm glad you asked, sir, because tonight's sponsor.
Tonight's sponsor.
Skeleton.com.
Custom Ink also provides fully fleshed dog skeletons.
Wow.
Turn on the lights.
Oh, I thought that was a suitcase.
All right,
It
turn it
He's
on.
controls
using
it.
technology.
Findings.
Thor reporting.
Hi.
42 saturation degrees and 96 volumes. Intermediate fluctuation in Marfan content.
Derek reporting.
Marfam.
Tridex mixer components ratio exceeding 7 to 1.4.
Moore reporting.
7 to 1.4,
diagonal
that's too much.
adjustment reading resisting structural forms by 2.8.0 vernums.
Saul reporting. Uneven cartoid levels intersect planes below 0.03.
Don't mess with it.
Really?
What are you doing?
Disrespectful. Oh, his dog tags.
Put them on.
Surface readings register
Talk to me,
above
Goose.
minimum requirements. Morrow, go below and bring up the young Gargan specimen. Now the decision depends on its reactions.
Wait, Captain. I have found evidence of intelligent beings on this planet.
Of what concern are foreign beings?
Of none to you, Thor. Just as you
Thor?
were so unconcerned when you destroyed the
God of
small
lightning.
creature. so bravely.
It was no more than an insect.
But it had life. And that life you had to take to satisfy your endless hunger for killing.
Silence, both of you. Proceed.
I have a
with
double
the
V.
Gargan.
That will not be necessary, Captain.
I brought a gun.
Conditions here will be reported
Is
as
this a coup?
unsatisfactory, as they were on the other planets we have charted.
By what authority?
You will prepare for
Thanks,
takeoff.
Karen.
The ship will leave this planet immediately.
According to
Wow,
our
look at that. The
core
V in his
Forget the
forehead
code of
matches his
operations,
uniform.
Whoa.
Only
That can't be
civilized beings
coincidence.
could have made the
Check out the
inscription
captain,
on
it's
this metal
amazing.
piece. We shall not have the thousands of Gargans brought here to destroy them.
You have concern for foreign beings over our mission to locate grazing land for our Gargan herds? Recall, it is necessary as a reserve food supply for our people.
Our people.
Plot device.
We live like parts of a machine. We don't know our fathers or mothers were raised in cubicles. The sick and the old
I'm
are
going
put
to tell you
together
instead
in
of
It
show
singles
you.
on those ears.
Only way to maintain the supreme race. Have you
Whoa.
forgotten?
Our
Racist.
people have forgotten. They have been made to forget for centuries. But I have learned how it once was. Families, brothers and sisters. There was happiness. There was love.
Of what do you speak? From where have you learned such
Of
things?
happiness
I
and
have
love,
read.
jackass. Were you listening?
I have read from this book. I
This
discovered
tiny
it
book that I
kept it
found in a
Somehow
side
it
table at a
survived the
hotel.
flames of the Annihilators.
It was stamped by the
when our
Gideons.
people were turned into mechanized slaves centuries
Mechan-
ago.
When
Mechanized
we
slave?
return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture and death for
Torture.
this
The
treason.
High
You
Court
will have
may
to
judge
watch
me
this
after we
movie
have
over and
accomplished our
over.
mission.
And
We
then
will
when you're
find
done
an
watching that,
uninhabited planet
you will
to
have
which
to
the
watch
herds
the
of
B-movie
Gargans may be
Bonfire
shipped.
stream of it.
Without endangering civilized beings.
Let me see that book. I am interested to see what sways your mind so heavily.
You may have it.
I have memorized it.
No! No! Sneak attack.
Bring up the Gargan.
Ha-ha!
You were a fool, Derek. This book has poisoned your mind, and you shall suffer for it.
Captain,
Wasn't Medusa
if the
Gargan?
Gargans are shipped here, the inhabitants may destroy them. That possibility alone makes it worthwhile to locate an uninhabited planet.
That book has indeed made you forget many things. We are the supreme race. We have the supreme
Racist.
weapons. Keep him under guard, Thor. I will study the reactions of the young Gargan.
Wow, it's amazing. A 1959 movie about white supremacists. Who would have thought?
A movie with a message.
Before the High Court has you executed, you should be made to watch what happens when we return here with the Gargans.
Well, we
By
already
these
said he has
elements
to watch the
alone, they
movie.
will grow to millions of times their original size in less time than it takes for the sun to rise and fall.
Millions of times their original size? I don't think he's done the math.
Already I can feel it has grown heavier.
Gorgon
We shall
shit.
return
Total
to our
Gorgon
base and leave the
shit.
transport ships here. Soon,
That's
this
good.
planet will be covered with full-grown Gargans.
Have you
A
seen the
safe
piles?
distance from
They're
our
awful.
planet, yet their meat will be available to us for the harvesting. Repack the instruments. I shall radio back the news of our success.
You know, I bet he's going to be one of the teenagers.
Captain, something
Foreshadowing.
has gone wrong. Look here.
What? What has happened?
Spoilers?
I do not know. It suddenly fell limp, and now does not
Boy,
move.
if I had a
Davis is
nickel.
looking at the gas-grading instruments. Be quick!
Too easy.
I hate myself for that one.
Why do they always make that sound before they die?
All right, let's microwave this thing. 7
The
with some butter.
atmosphere here tested above minimum, but the Gargan species cannot live due to excessive nitrogenic gas compounds emitted in our preliminary diagnosis.
Then this
I
planet will
just
be
found that
reported
out.
as unsuitable.
Repack the instruments and prepare for takeoff. We will continue our search in another solar system. And when we return to our home base, you will be presented to the High Court with the evidence against you. Thor, Saul, bind the prisoner and prepare him for the isolation chamber. I will
Put
make
him in the
contact with
hole.
base.
Way down in the stinger part of the ship.
I'm gonna
All
go
right,
lay
let's-
down in my quadrant.
Let's get to stacking.
Spacemen, stack up.
It's their battle cry.
Fuck mountain.
Expedition Z06 to base. Expedition Z06 to base.
Guard him. I will get the straps.
I almost
Oh,
spit
not
that
the
out.
strap.
Anything but the
Put
straps.
your hands behind you.
Oh, so it's that kind of movie, is it?
Whoa. Now,
You didn't say lay down first, but
put your knee on his neck.
Oh my god. Dude, I can't hide the weed. The guy on this guy. What the hell? Get this microwave.
Safe word is supreme race. Nicely done, Doomswagger.
Your orders are complete. He is escaping!
Oh no.
Whoa. The burning bush, the tiny book of wisdom.
How did he get free?
He escaped from Saul.
I think
could
I
have
see what's
stopped
going
him.
on here.
Derek is to be brought back alive. He
Derek?
is the son of our leader.
Derek?
I reported his actions and was connected with the leader himself.
Derek
God.
He
Trump
told me
Jr.
this. He said Derek does not know.
Is the son of our leader, the High Court.
Quit holding onto your belt buckle, dude.
He will be pardoned.
Yeah,
you know,
that's how
When the sky is light, we will begin to search for him.
Captain, look at this. The
His
Gargan.
belt is
Tired.
higher than yours.
It is not dead.
It has revived.
It
Is that a
flourishes.
lobster?
Yeah, I think
The
that's our
excessive
Gargan.
nitrogenic gas compound shocked its system. Now it thrives on the very same compounds.
Then this planet is suitable.
Completely. I must resume radio vision contact. Morrow, Saul, secure the Gargan by expandable leg bands. Out of sight in that cave. The size it attains
Get some more
by the time
straps.
we return,
We need more bondage
Strap
in
him
this
up.
movie.
and the exact growth rate to expect of the herds.
I want him to grow fast.
At the rate the Gargan is expected to grow, what will prevent it from tearing loose the leg bands and escaping from the cave?
We shall be
They're
back before
expandable
that
straps,
happens,
you see.
unless it should receive food in excess of the atmospheric elements.
Unless it should receive these
We
plot
will leave
devices.
nothing else for it to consume.
Imagine thousands of beasts like that, millions of times enlarged, roaming
Millions
over
of
this
beasts.
planet.
Millions of
They will be
times.
harvested from the air.
Only one
so there
can
will
fit
be
on
no
the entire
danger
planet.
to us.
Let us be quick. I do not like to look upon it.
It looks weird.
Do not look upon it.
Now that
You guys
you
didn't
report
know
the
this, but
planet
this is actually the
suitable for
legend
our
of Cheddar
purposes,
Bay.
You are to return here immediately and prepare to lead the transport ships there. Derek's
Nice.
escape could now mean difficulty in our operation should he
Bill
communicate
DeKirk,
in
I
any
kinda
way
stole
with
your
the
joke.
inhabitants, inferior though they may be.
If we are to return now,
I'm gonna write down your-
how can he
your
be
name there.
stopped?
Leave your best man to find Derek and inform him he is my son. I will join you on the return trip to meet him there.
He
Wait,
may be
Derek.
stubborn. He has already threatened our lives.
If that becomes
Damn
the
it,
case,
Derek.
he must be destroyed.
Oh.
And any beings with whom he might communicate, they must be destroyed. Your orders are complete.
And any beings which lived with the beings communicated with must be destroyed.
Yes, those beings.
I heard the orders, Captain.
Man, they just offered to buy me a beer. I look
find
depressed,
Derek.
all right?
You will wait until the sky is light enough to begin the search. We will leave
That
now.
was super loud,
And
sorry.
return here to meet you when we bring the Gargans.
Uh-oh.
Fail for.
I
The
shall
Gargan
not
buzzards
fail.
are circling.
Oh my god! He's a million times his size!
That's a good question, Fadence. Are these red shirts?
My
It
guess
could
is
be.
yes.
It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna say yes.
Excuse me, where do you keep the nuclear vessels?
That made me He looks different. Everybody judge him.
Oh, he's got the new Nike Airs, though.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, Would you tell me the meaning of the inscription on this metal piece?
Sparky, 1243 Willowcrest Drive. That's just 3 blocks down there and a few doors up. You can't miss it.
How convenient.
Oh, bow tie. God damn.
What's what you're doing?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
God, it just
I was
gets
just trying to
everywhere.
make out what kind of clothes that guy was wearing.
Check
Looks like
my
some
phone.
kind of military
Whoa!
uniform. Where's he from?
That's the pot calling the kettle black, buddy.
Okay, hurry up there, boy. Well, yeah, I hadn't got all day.
Did you see the size of his belt buckle?
Wow, man, that's only 3 blocks.
Oh, in our language, a block is 63 of your Earth miles.
Hop in, I'll give you a lift.
Oh, not a good
Well,
idea.
it's a long way into town.
Is that Hugh Hefner?
Okay, it's all right with me.
Don't get in the car with you.
Wait, I shall ride with you.
Are you
But if
wearing
you fart,
gloves,
so
boy?
help me, I will disintegrate you.
Never saw a uniform like that before.
That's the deepest
What
VI
brings
ever
you here?
seen.
I am searching for someone.
Maybe I can help you. Know a lot of folks around these parts.
I am searching for someone you could not know.
That's grass or ass.
No one rides for free. 1, 2, 4, 3. We were gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, but we thought that'd be too on the nose.
Oh, perfect.
I put Sparky's breakfast out 20 minutes ago, Grandpa, and it's still here.
He's probably still out chasing gophers.
Hello.
Hello, spaceman.
You've come to see our room for rent?
What's that?
I
I have
found
now.
a room for rent, Grandpa. You show it to him, will you? Joe
you
will be
take me
by
around
for
the
me in a
moon?
minute. We're going swimming at Alice's, and I haven't even changed yet. Well, come on in.
We
This is
rented
where
out
the
in
movie's budget
50
went.
increments.
Can I pay with this vaporized dog tag?
I'm Betty Morgan, and this is my grandfather.
How do you do, son? Just arrived in town? Don't believe I've seen you around before.
I just arrived.
And
Oh, he arrived all right.
your name?
Wow.
Derek.
Derek. The empty room belonged to my brother, Bud. He's married now and lives upstate.
Your
Oh, good.
brother? You knew your brother?
Did I know my brother? That's a strange question to ask. Grandpa raised us both since we were kids after
Well,
Mom
Derek's
and Dad
not
died.
aware that he's the
I'm
son of
sorry,
the all-powerful floating head,
It's just that I
so...
never knew any brothers or sisters.
Your mother and father decided to play it smart and avoid a lot of squabbles around the house.
Oh, Grandpa.
I never knew my mother
Is this
or
a movie with a
father.
message?
Well, let's take a look at the room, and if you like it, you're welcome to stay.
It's this way. I'll show it to you.
Hey, I thought you were getting ready to go swimming.
No, that can wait. Right in here, Derek. I hope you like the view. There are plenty of windows.
It's only gonna take me 2 minutes.
What's the matter?
It's an angry stop sign.
Seen the inside of an automobile.
Stop!
What is this?
It is the radio.
Where have you been all your life?
The gear shift. Tell me what it is for.
Now look, mister, I didn't
Why is
offer
there
you
a
ride
dildo
to
on the
no
front of their
driving
car?
lesson.
Tell me!
Hey, don't you kink shame them.
Sure. I didn't mean anything.
Sometimes you gotta get a running
When
start
I
with
push it
these
in,
things.
I change gears. Low, second, and high.
It's an
And hold the
airplane.
vehicle.
When I want to stop, I press the brake, right here.
And this.
The starter and ignition switch.
And the fuel, what does it use?
Are you kidding? Gasoline, of course. Here's the gas pedal right here. It's about time I have the tank filled.
Convenient plot device.
I killed him and hit the body.
You wanted me to,
I
Dad?
asked him where he was from, Grandpa, and he just said he was from very far away.
He did, huh? Well, maybe he doesn't like to talk about where he's from. By the looks of his outfit, I'd say he's raised in a private school of some sort.
Well, Grandpa, if he just got into town and can't pay the rent until he gets a job or something,
You can't rent
Well,
this
what do
shit.
you say, young man? What do you think of the room?
It is certainly a
You
room.
will let me live here with you?
Well, sure. That's why we have the sign up.
We
That's
don't
why
need a
you came here,
background
wasn't
check.
it?
Not exactly.
Derek, I was just talking to Grandpa, and, well, if you don't have the rent money right away, that could wait until he gets a job, couldn't it, Grandpa?
Why, sure. That's all right with me, Betty. But then if he doesn't like
Never
the
goes
room...
well.
I like it here. Very
I
much.
like it here.
I would like to stay.
Fine.
I would like
I'll
to
go
stay
out
for
and
a
take
long
down
time.
the sign. You can use the phone to have your bags brought over.
My
I have
bags?
no bags.
I have
Bags?
nothing else.
No other clothes or anything?
We were not allowed to. I mean, my uniform is all I have.
Gosh, you've got to have more than that. Bud left some of his clothes in the closet, Grandpa. Couldn't Derek use some of them?
Of course, my dear. Bud wouldn't mind a bit, I'm sure.
Oh, golly, that's Joe. Put on whatever you like from the closet, Derek. I'll be right back. Make yourself at home.
Hi there, Joe.
What is
Hi,
this
Gramp.
sensation I have below my
Betty, I'm
belt?
afraid I can't make the swimming date. Not till later, anyway. Got a sudden assignment for the paper.
Oh, gosh, what now, Joe?
I have a list of folks to interview. Say they saw a new flying saucer last night.
That sounds like it might take you all day.
I hope not. I'll call you as soon as I get through, okay?
Okay, Joe.
I guess a reporter's life can be pretty hectic. You never know when a news story will break.
I was just
Except for when it
thinking.
does.
Maybe Derek would like to go swimming if you let us borrow the car.
Betty would at that. If you don't think Alice would mind.
You don't know Alice. I won't be able to keep them apart.
Oh, Alice.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh. Everybody knows Alice.
She's a total lush. She's the village bicycle, man.
Everybody gets a ride. Wow. Is this the 1943 Chevy? She
Hey,
purdy.
what's going on in town anyway, mister? A convention or something?
What?
For those clothes you're wearing. I talked to a guy this morning who was wearing the same kind of outfit.
Maybe the guy you're looking for, huh?
You spoke to him? What did he tell you? Where did he go?
Hey, what's the matter with you?
He was much
Hey, take
nicer
your
than
hands
you.
off me.
You will tell me what he said to you.
Oh, why should I? Hey, who do you think you are, anyway?
Answer me, or I destroy you.
He came
I
in
will
with a dog tag.
destroy you.
Wanted to know about the address, and I told him how to find it.
Where?
Oh, is he gonna vaporize this dude? I want to see
Address
it.
on Willow Crest
Come
Drive.
on.
Turn him into bones. Turn him into
1243, I
bones.
think.
Tell me how to get there.
Just right down there, about 3
it.
blocks. That's Willow Crest. 1243. It's only a few doors up.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, the dust is gonna get everywhere. Oh no!
Oh!
Out. I need your boots. Your bike.
You don't have to put the brake on so hard, Derek. That is, unless you want us to go through the
Yeah,
windshield
go
every
faster,
time.
Derek.
I have never piloted a vehicle like this before. I will try again.
This time, pull in there. That's Alice's house.
Whoa.
Dude's got skills. Look at him. Look at him driving a straight line.
Look at that
Oh,
stop. And the
much
stop,
better.
it was smooth, no jerking.
Yes, Derek?
Yet.
It was because of...
Yes.
I had just arrived here. I did not know where else to
I need
go,
to
but
clean up.
everything was so strange to me.
I'm glad you came. So is Grandpa.
Phrasing.
Without any family or friends, you wouldn't like it in a hotel or any place like that. Come on. I hope Alice can dig up some swim trunks for you.
Oh,
Hey, are you?
sorry.
Hey, Aaron, are
I'm
you
sorry.
okay over there, buddy? Aaron,
I'm sorry. I fell out of my chair.
Hey, buddy, are you okay over there?
I'm all right.
Hi
All right.
there.
Back now.
Hey, look, it's Alice.
Joe couldn't make it, Alice. I talked Derek into coming along. Derek, this is Alice.
Derek. Hey, I like that. Come on in, the water's fine.
Well, we need a pair of swim trunks. I couldn't
That
find
phrase
them in my
has
house.
never been
No
spoken.
problem at all. He can wear
There,
that.
no
I
one.
like that.
The folks are gone today, and so are the servants.
Derek,
Yeah,
you
the
look like a
whole
two-piece
place
kind of
to
guy.
ourselves.
He still has a
Where in
deep
the trunk?
V. He just can't get away from
Hanging
it.
up right over
Hey,
there.
the deep V was the look, man.
They look a little large
Don't
for you,
disrespect the
Derek.
deep V.
Or maybe you better put them on with some clothespins, too, just in case.
I guess it's safe to try them on anyway. Over there at the back.
Is he picking up any of this?
Don't worry, I'll get it.
That is what I wanted to tell you about. The reason I came to your place when I did not know where else to go.
Heck, I thought it was a 50-cent
I
piece
killed
of
your
meat.
dog.
Look, I got out of my spaceship and it jumped and barked and it really annoyed me.
Sparky's
So.
dog tag. Where on earth did you find it?
Dog jumped right in front of us.
When I
I mean,
first
we had no
arrived,
choice.
I was with
It was
some
in a
others.
pile of bones.
One of them destroyed a small creature. Later, I found that among the remains.
You
Oh shit, he came out and told her.
somebody killed Sparky.
Well, I mean, gotta give the guy points for
Oh,
honesty.
no, Derek, it can't be true. Why would anyone want to kill Sparky?
Well, he was kind of an
I'm
asshole.
sorry.
Tell me
Have
who
you ever
did it,
seen a
Derek.
Gargan?
They are gone now. Only
I believe you
remain.
Total
referred to
Gorgon
them on
shit.
your. I believe you referred to them on your planet as lobster. You serve them with butter, but they're bigger.
Take me to where it happened.
I'll get dressed.
A
and come
million
with
times bigger than
No,
your
Alice,
lobster.
You stay here.
And you say
We'll
I can
see
get
you.
all of that for only just $14.95 at Red Lobster? That seems like the beginning of an ED ad.
Is your stream irregular and weak?
Well,
Is your
well,
hose
Derek
weak
didn't
in
come
the
into
limb?
town alone. If you're looking for him, he isn't here now. He and Betty, that's my granddaughter, they went over to the Woodwards. Why don't you go on over there? No doubt they'll be
Hey,
glad to
stranger,
have
let me
join
tell you
the
everything
party.
about my life.
Every
Yes.
single thing.
How do I go there?
The Woodwards are straight on down the street about 3 miles, just before you get to the park. Got the biggest house in the block down there. You can't miss it.
Where are you fellas from, anyway? Don't believe I've seen uniforms like yours before.
Space Force.
Military secret, eh? Well, it doesn't matter. Derek didn't say where he's from either. Don't let me keep you. You're probably anxious to see him.
Military man myself. Lost my
Dog
testicles.
bones again. I guess they only had the budget for like those 3 skeletons because they're gonna like reuse them a lot in this movie.
They just reposition them in different ways.
Oh, I gotcha. Here's this desolate place. This is where I like to get ray gunned.
Where is he, Derek? You don't mean those old bones. You can see they've been here for a very long time.
No. It was among these remains that I found the metal inscription.
This couldn't be Sparky. I know. He must have been here in his
Sparky was
power
alive
tank.
the last time I saw him.
You are not familiar with the focusing disintegrator ray?
Sorry, what?
It
Guys, I'm
projects
sorry, I
an
don't
isolated
speak
beam
Weeaboo.
which separates the molecules of living material in chain reaction. All but the solids, the skeletal braces.
Horrible. And you
And I'm just going to believe you.
Sparky? But
They're totally going to make out.
Far right.
Was aimed at me.
This guy shows up at their door in a weird uniform, can barely speak the English. They give him a free room in the house, then let him take the car with his granddaughter to go
what are they
swimming.
doing?
I think hook,
Where
line,
are
and
they
sinker,
from?
folks.
How did you?
Yeah, you've nailed
The
it.
original-
Spot on.
The original name of this movie was Grandparenting 101.
What is the most advanced form of transportation that you
educational
know?
They showed it in health class in 4th
Please,
grade.
tell me, Betty.
Airplanes. Jet airplanes, I guess. Why?
And where do they go? From where to where?
To anywhere in the world.
And that's all?
Where else is there to go?
Oh, no.
I should not
How's
have
that?
brought you here.
Is it about a new secret weapon? Something you and the others invented and then they turned against you?
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Let's go with that.
Guess I should try to find someone I can explain it to.
Maybe Professor Simpson at the college. He's head of the science department. He will... What is it, Derek?
I don't think he'll care about Sparky.
When you learn where I'm from, well, you may not understand, but I hope it will not make any difference between us because...
I don't care
God,
where
I
you're
find
from.
you hot.
I don't understand all this, but somehow I
You
feel
look real pretty,
I've
so
always known
keep speaking to me weirdly.
that we've never been apart.
Let us go to the professor you speak of.
We have to pass the house first so I can change.
What was that?
Oh my
Did
God.
you hear a sound?
That's
No.
Oh
it's
no.
true.
Only
I
the
heard a
wind.
sound. Hawken,
What
where
sort
did
of
the sound come from?
Nothing. My imagination alarmed me. Come, let us be on our way.
We must hurry.
Oh, Alice.
That was a muddy transition.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
You are alone?
Could be.
Where are the others? The ones who were with you?
Why do you want to know that?
Tell me where they are.
Say, who are you anyway?
Never mind. Just tell me.
Well, they left here. They're gone.
Where did they go?
I think you better get out of here before I call the police.
You will call no one. You will do as I say.
That's what you think, mister.
Look at me swim away
Oh,
from
no.
the ray gun.
Water skeleton, here it
You
comes.
will call no
Damn
one.
it, damn it, damn it. Turn on the
Water
flashlight.
skeleton.
Yes.
Oh no!
Water skeleton and dry ice.
Special effects in this movie are amazing.
I'll put it on my going to see the professor skirt.
He totally boned her.
Let me check my hair. Do I have bad hair?
Oh.
Okay, I'm good.
That's funny.
Grandfather, you know that strange guy I just met? I'm gonna totally go with him to see a professor to talk about space people.
Just leave that open, that's fine.
Oh, by the way, he's got a windowless van. It's fine.
Grandpa was
Bye.
asleep, so I left a note so he'll know where we went. If I know Grandpa, we'll be back before he even wakes up.
Grandpa might just be a skeleton now, sweetheart. Oh, Lord.
Oh, he is
Hobo.
still alive.
Hobo for life!
Hello.
Hello, Gramps. This is Joe. Betty there?
No, she and Derek went out over to the Woodward's pool. You could probably reach her over there.
Derek? Who's Derek?
Oh, you haven't met him yet, have you? He rented Bud's old room this morning. Seems like a nice fellow.
Oh? Well, the reason I called, I wanted to tell Betty I stumbled onto a double murder story that may keep me longer, but, well, after I get the story into the paper, I'll go on over to Alice's and see her there.
A double murder, Joe? When was it? Where?
We're not sure yet,
Give me all
Gramps.
the
There's only a
details.
couple of skeletons. We'll know more when the coroner gets here.
You guys out there kicking that skull.
Joe! Joe, I just found a note. Joe! Hello, hello.
Oh no!
Let me hang up repeatedly. Will that reconnect it?
Well, he's turning it off and on again.
My golly, you missed them at the pool, huh? Sure am sorry. Betty left me a note. Now they've gone over to the college to see Professor Simpson.
Convenient. This room looks empty. Let's go in here. Oh, damn it.
Hello. Where can we find Professor Simpson?
This is his office, but he hasn't come in yet.
Well, let's
Oh, I thought they were
going
gonna
to
be progressive.
It's just around the building.
You may wait here if you like.
No, thank you. We'll wait outside.
Hey, Wolf.
I mean, you could drive a bus through these lines.
Good morning, Hilda.
Oh, good morning, Professor Simpson.
Have the aptitude questionnaires come in?
They're probably still in mimeographing. I'll go down and see if they're ready.
Oh, the chair's warm.
That's Professor Simpson's office.
God, you've been sitting
The
on
third
your ass
door
all
down.
day again, Karen.
He's head of the science department.
I will go this way instead.
Well, that looks like Professor Simpson's car right there. He must be somewhere else on campus. We better go back to his office and wait.
Hello?
But it
This
looks
is
just like
Simpson,
all the other
Science
cars in the
Department.
parking lot.
Put that down.
What is the meaning of this?
Do as I say.
Who are you?
Where is he? The one who came with information for you.
Who? You are making some mistake.
I am making no
No,
mistake.
who's on second?
Where did he go? Out there?
I don't know what you're
Up
talking
there?
about.
Don't you
In
see
here?
the V on my
No
shirt?
one else.
What is this primitive blocking device? Oh yeah, it's a window. I'll open it.
Man, the soundtrack is fantastic.
Right?
Windows 59, I think.
We found
That's
his
her.
car, so
Yes, I know. He came in right after you left.
You almost can't see the screws. Oh!
Oh, Derek.
Some kind
Hold
of
me, random man.
I'm not going to keep a job where this sort of thing goes
That
on.
wouldn't be that surprising, right? If you walked in and saw a
that's-
skeleton somewhere,
That's
you'd be
usually
like,
what
oh,
I
that's a
walk
cool
in on my boss
skeleton.
doing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then
But if you're in the science department at the university, you'd
Like,
expect there to be
oh,
skeletons
those
around.
fingers.
You'd be like, ah,
Yeah, it's like,
it wouldn't be surprising
oh,
at
that
all.
was just Dave. He
I
always
want you to
likes to
get
put
into
it in
the
a
vehicle
chair.
and go to a place where you will be safe.
But how could they... Grandpa, I left a note for Grandpa. They must
Oh,
have...
Grandpa.
Derek.
Damn
I will
it!
go to your place.
Never get.
No, they may
He
be
can't
waiting
keep
for
a
you
secret.
there. I can call Grandpa.
Grandpa's just bones now.
We have this device. It's called a telephone. I'm sure you've never heard of it.
Put the dog tag in, dial numbers.
900.
1, 2, 4, 3.
Mix a lot.
Hello?
Oh, Grandpa.
Kick them nasty thoughts.
Oh, Grandpa, I want to kick them
Betty,
nasty
come to the child.
thoughts.
What's the matter?
Grandpa, was somebody there? Somebody you told we were at the college?
Oh, yes, a friend of Derek's. Did he find you okay?
He's a murderer. He killed Professor Simpson, Grandpa. He's after Derek, and he's probably on the way back to the house right now.
Murderer? But are the police...
Don't argue, Grandpa. Just get out of there. We're going to the City Hall police station right now. Meet us there.
Don't worry about me, Betty. I'll leave right away. Goodbye, honey.
I just need to go change into my running clothes.
I better call the police and let them know we're coming.
With what weapons are they
Yes.
equipped?
Well, guns. Why?
Guns that emit what?
Bullets? What do you mean?
What is
Bullets.
this bullet you speak of?
Centuries-old invention against...
Hello, operator. Give me the police department. Hurry.
Love that he's shitting on guns.
I don't know if he's shitting on him. I
Centuries
think he's
old.
almost like they're centuries old, but can still pierce our V-neck suits. Bullets, my one weakness.
And they catch a cold and die.
Yes, we'll be there right away.
You know, suddenly
Thank you.
there's no
Betty,
no
tell
speaking
me
of
how to
their
go there.
Gargon herds
I want you to
anymore.
go somewhere else where you will be safe.
We're safer than the City Hall. The police said they're going to have armed guards waiting for us on the front steps. I told them we'd be
Yes,
right there.
that's right.
Let's hurry.
The police are our friends. We're white and good looking.
Well, it was because. Oh God! I shouldn't have eaten all that Ovaltine for breakfast. I'm not gonna make it.
Halt!
What's with the stutter steps?
I spoke to my granddaughter. You're not getting any help from me.
Did they return here? Tell me. I have no reason to harm your granddaughter, but if you do not tell me,
You can kill Derek?
Why should you care about him?
Why shouldn't I? Why do you want to kill him?
He was such a nice
It is
boy. He
important
said
only
hello
that
and
he
shook
leave
my
here,
hand.
that I return him to where he belongs.
And where is that?
From where he escaped. I need not harm anyone if you tell me where he is. If you do not, there will be many deaths. Beginning with you, now.
He's not here. He's in the center of the city.
Where? Take me there. You will pilot the vehicle. Go. Be swift.
Well, I haven't had my license for 13 years.
Well, I
Alex?
guess I could try this again.
Betty? Anybody here?
You think the tip might have been a phony, Mac?
PH is on.
Don't think
Cool,
so,
guys.
Barry.
Oh
The girl
man,
who called seemed to know what she was
that
talking
dude's got
about.
an automatic.
Another call, Mac.
Joe Rogers, reporter on the Daily News. He's on the way over. Found
What
another
is it
skeleton.
with the waistline below
Only this
the
time
male
at the
tits?
bottom of a swimming pool.
The city hall is just up ahead in the next block. Oh, I hope Grandpa's there waiting for us safe and sound.
Not a seatbelt in sight. Ah, when America was really free.
Continue ahead.
I'm gonna shine this laser in the rearview mirror and really piss him off.
Hello, Park, quick!
Open fire!
You're in the car. You'll be safe. He's after me, not you.
Stay in the car. Be an easy target for me.
Quick, hide behind these marble columns.
I'm coming. Plot device.
So many people
Oh
running
no, I
up the
tripped.
stairs.
I like that you can see the bullets leaving the gun. That's impressive.
Pew, pew. What happens when they shoot like stone with it? Oh,
they got him.
Oh no.
That answers that. Oh man.
Here. Oh, I'm hit. All right, let's move in. Everybody at once.
He must have slipped off that way. Come on.
Where we couldn't see it.
Stay under cover.
I'll use this primitive earth weapon that I don't know how to use.
She doesn't listen very well.
Your outfit really shows a lack of foresight.
Thank the Lord you're safe. I just came from Alice's. There was a skeleton in the pool.
Alice? Oh, no.
Not Alice.
We came to meet Grandpa. The murder
Now who's cool?
I never said it was Alice. Oh no, it had to be Alice.
Mixed up in this.
Since he killed Sparky out by the old mine, he's an insane killer, Joe.
And he forced Gramps to drive here? Where is Gramps? Is he okay?
Yes, oh, there he is trying to get across the street.
Oh God.
Oh
I'll
God,
go
I
over and help
can't
him
really
across.
see too well anymore.
He's got a Luger.
What are you doing down here? Go into the building. That is the safest place.
Wait a minute.
Sparky?
Look. Here on the sidewalk. Drops of
It's
blood.
oil.
Betty, go into the building.
Don't make me shoot you.
Derek.
Give me the weapon you have, Derek. Slowly. One
They shoot him in the
sudden move,
mouth?
I slay you both.
Derek? Derek, do as he says.
Just shoot him with it, dude. He's not the brightest bulb.
Get in.
Look, that wasn't part of the deal.
You will
I
take
have
me to a man
altered
of
the
surgery
deal.
to remove the metal
Pray,
pellets from
Pray
my
to
flesh.
alter it further.
He must do as he says. I know a doctor's office. We'll take him there.
She is
So
very
we can get
wise.
this itch looked at.
Now go.
It burns when I pee sometimes.
Ah, sir. Well, have you heard of this new disease called chlamydia?
And that's the way it happened. Next thing I
He's
knew,
got
he was trying to fire out the
gargonitis.
window at Betty and Derek. I
His
swerved the
I
gargonitis.
still
car.
keep waiting for the Gargons to show up.
See,
It will increase
Where
a
is
billion
Betty?
times its current size.
That's funny. She must be around someplace.
but the car's gone. They must have left
Oh,
without me.
Grandpa.
Well, don't worry, Gramps. You'll get an escort home. I'm going to
Well,
I don't
lucky
care
you
about
did.
my
Drive out to the
girlfriend.
old
Let me
mine
get
that he
the
mentioned.
story.
The old mine? What's out there?
I don't know.
Said I could have an
That's where she
escort.
said Sparky was killed by the guy.
Sparky, our dog? He didn't tell me about that.
Hey, Mac, over here. Blood spots on the sidewalk. And where's that car that was parked here?
That's it. That's how the killer got away.
In our car? Then Betty and Derek, they must have been kidnapped. You've got to do something. You've got to find them.
Hard cut.
Smooth transition.
This is it, Derek. That's Dr. Brandt there. He looks like he's leaving.
Stop him.
Ramming speed.
Go. I'm gonna block you in.
Henry Kissinger?
Is there some
He's from
emergency?
Alabama.
I have a house call to make. Office hours don't begin for another hour.
Go inside, all of you.
I say, what is this?
He's
A
holding
laser.
gun on us, Dr. Brandt. We had to bring him here. He wants bullets removed.
I see. I'm afraid I cannot be of any help. He will need hospital facilities for anything else.
Be silent and get inside. You will remove the pellets here. Now.
Leave these people alone, Thor. Where is our ship? I will take you there.
No, it is gone. Do as I say.
As you can see, I have a Thor shoulder.
Doctor, you must try.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah. Take my hat box
I
back inside.
hate you. With the fury of 1,000 suns. You get the...
You will have to lie down here. I will prepare an anesthetic. The pain will be great.
I will not be drugged. You will simply remove the pellets.
Oh,
Both
a
of
tough
you,
guy, huh?
Sit there.
All right, well,
I
then
shall
I
keep you
will
covered.
not even put on a lab coat
Take
or
heed.
sanitary gloves.
One treacherous move and they pay with their lives. Now proceed.
All right, let me just hop up here real quick and keep this gun pointed at him while I'm in excruciating pain. No chance of a slip there.
Yeah, look at that lack of trigger discipline. Oh, taking the shirt off hurts that much, buddy? You got a real tree coming.
Hey, man, it's. Have you
I don't
ever
think this,
removed a V-neck shirt?
Tell me why you have been searching for
The
me.
Coke bottle glasses
Must
on the
have been
doctor. I'm not
important
sure I'd want him
for
stitching me up either.
No, I got this. Hang on.
So the first step is hot wax.
But the specimen reaction was negative.
It was verified positive after you escaped. The captain should have let me kill you when I had a chance.
And why didn't he? I saw him stop you when you fired at me.
Because he just learned that you were the son of our leader.
My God.
What? Zoom in. Yes.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, well, I
How many
hope
liters
this
are in a
works.
gallon?
What's happening?
Oh no.
We should lunge now.
Yes.
No, let's wait.
Excruciating
Oh,
pain is
it's
a
back
hell
up.
of a
It's
drug.
back up.
Betty, stop looking at him.
Killed. Why did you fire at me in the city?
Your life or death was put in my hands. A traitor does not deserve to be our next leader.
The only reason you do not fire now is to force attention to your wounds. When that is done,
Proceed.
Oh, dig around in there, man.
Wow, pulled it out even with the casing. It's almost like it wasn't fired.
Antiseptic must be applied to your wounds, and you will need bandages. I'll get them.
Let's see, whiskey, rum, gin.
Here, let's use this bottom shelf stuff. It just says vodka on the bottle. Don't drop it. That'll break the plastic.
You can even see the injection mold lines on it. That's awesome.
Come back. I'll find you. You cannot get away.
Yo, look, there's my small
We
intestine.
got out of there.
he may yet. Get in. I will take
Where
you
are
back
my
to the police.
kidneys?
In his present condition, he cannot remain conscious long. By the time we return with the police, he should be completely helpless.
Derek,
Thank you, Dr.
What are you
Kevorkian.
talking about? The guard on to be raised here and
I made a small incision just in below his 12th vertebra.
Father.
I did not know the things he said. I thought they'd gone. I wanted to forget them forever.
Gosh, shut up, Derek.
Now I know. They
Fucking Derek.
to return.
Always bringing the room down, Derek.
No!
Hey, wait a minute.
Forward, Derek, forward.
Where? To the old mine shaft. How did you hear about that? The old fellow inside. He's been telling us everything he can think of. Mentioned that's where you were
I
going.
love how the one guy that learned to drive
Okay,
today,
hop in.
they're like, here,
Maybe
you
something
drive
will
us
turn up
everywhere.
God, I am never doing
You're in here.
Vodka tequila shots
I know
again.
you are. I'll find you.
What is half a V?
That is an italic I or lowercase L.
We've got Colonel Sanders.
She'll be arriving for office
From the
hours.
barbershop. Oh.
Here, quickly, let's go inside.
I can hear you. I can hear
Where
you
are
breathing. You
Because I'm
cannot
not
escape
anymore.
me. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you.
Come on, leave the streak on the wall. I like how the music's changed. Oh, how convenient. It's a nurse. Seemed like the best place for
Dr.
Willem.
Brandt! Dr. Brandt!
Oh, Dr. Brandt, have you overdosed on the opioids again?
She's already left?
It's 11 herbs and spices, I told you. Here.
It's coriander! I told you it's coriander!
Just pour this from. Well, keep bleeding, sir. I'm gonna. Oh, goodness. Little fentanyl. He won't remember a thing.
Why is this not kicking in yet?
Well, he's fine. I'll just take this call. Wow, she's pretty efficient with the bandages there.
I'll say, damn.
The phone's been ringing for like 30 minutes.
Dr. Brandt's office.
Miss Moss, thank heavens I've reached you. This is Dr. Brandt.
Where are you, Doctor? There's an emergency patient here. I've done all I can.
Listen, Miss Moss. He's a murderer.
He held hostages at gunpoint.
Let him die!
We were fortunate in escaping. You must get out of there.
A murderer.
We're sending the police. But
Who says it like that?
Maybe she gave herself the injection. Oh, no.
Oh, he's like better and zipped up.
He's got full V, baby.
She sewed his uniform for him.
Ah, there we go.
But I did not wipe the blood off of his face. He's like, oh, so you got a little sauce just on your, kind of wipe just over the left side.
Did he pop his collar too?
Yes, he did.
Man, well, I mean, that's what you do when
He's
you're a
got,
badass.
he's got teenager from outer space swagger. I mean, these are the teenagers, right? These 40-year-olds.
Yes, well, I mean,
Okay.
can't you tell by the teenage
You will
angst?
be killed.
Now he's got scoliosis.
The police are on the way, Dr. Brandt.
They say there's a man over there with scoliosis.
They're gone.
Thor has escaped? But how could he? You said he would be helpless
Without aid. But my nurse, she didn't know. She bandaged him, gave him an injection. He revived.
No.
Swoon.
We've got to tell the police. They
Bandage
might be
me. Give me an injection.
I'll tell them. I'll tell them what happened.
Clip it.
Clip that, please, chat.
Don't worry, Derek. Thor will be caught. They're sure to find him eventually.
Oh, I hate
It
you
is
for
what
that
I
joke.
noticed coming here. The Gargan. They are small when young, but they can attain the size of this building in no more than a day.
You know, Derek here looks surprisingly like a young Harry Connick Jr. He doesn't
Yeah, he
have
does.
the same acting
Chance
range.
to duplicate the operation of the disintegrator.
How can that be done?
The men of science here might be able to do it if they could get Thor's as a model. If only there is enough time.
Time is the one thing we don't have.
Time! My one weakness!
You know, I
The
don't...
Blues Brothers stumble on a
Animals
skeleton.
and humans. He just seems to like killing.
There's more to it than that, Joe. There's something behind this. Something we
We've
don't
been studying him
understand.
for years. Hi,
Weapons
Agent
he
Cotter,
uses, it's unheard
CIA.
of. Blasting flesh right off the bones.
Look at that tree over there. Used it for target practice by the looks of it.
I don't know.
Because it looks exactly
Let's
like
take a look
every
at the
other
old cave.
dead tree in the area.
And there's that cave again.
Oh, are we finally going to see the giant lobster?
Where are we going? You've got to tell me.
It is not far now.
It's a young Betty White.
You can't escape. The police will find you.
Betty
Possibly
White,
they
30
will.
years into her career.
But barricaded in the mouth of a cave, with you as hostage and me with this...
How long do you think you can hold out that way?
Long enough. There will not be too long to wait.
Thanks to your bandaging.
Hey!
Yeah, there's a
Bring your
giant lobster
flashbulbs
in here,
up
guys!
This tunnel is black as pitch.
Get the
Okay, I'll be
butter!
right up.
No.
What?
I'm sorry! I can't!
No!
We can't show it. It's far too expensive. We already spent all the money on the skeletons.
I see you do not value your life.
And that one $30 lobster.
He's getting away. Follow him.
No!
God, we spent
Dare
all of our
refuse?
money at Red Lobster that night. Oh my God, that's funny.
Help his face either. Jack.
I already know how to drive this.
1950s car chase. Cars with some of the speeds approaching 35 miles an hour.
How do they corner so quickly? It's so blurry.
Camera focusing wasn't as good back then.
Oh God.
Where's Red Foreman when I need him?
God, why does my mouth taste like rupees?
Oh God.
Oh my God!
Oh, snap.
Oh no! Man, there was like $100 of their budget right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was an accident. They just happened to catch it on film.
Well, she should be able to bandage herself back up.
Quick, Betty, jump in.
Miss White, quickly get in the car.
Are you hurt badly?
I don't think so.
I broke my hip again.
Bruised. Oh, thank heavens.
Don't worry, I've got life alert.
It was like a nightmare.
I wish it was over.
Oh, same, buddy,
Back in the
same.
cave, where he shot at me. Some kind of man-eating monster. Poor Mac,
He
the guy
shot
I
a
was with.
man-eating monster?
I could hear the thing tearing him apart.
Why would he do a thing?
He was dead in a few seconds.
Oh, how horrible. What could it have been?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm afraid the nightmare has just begun.
Oh no.
The man guilty
Killer
of
in
these
accident
strange
captured
killings now lies mute in confinement at General Hospital, where he is being treated for minor injuries. Authorities plan to transfer him to City Jail tonight. The
I'm gonna
fantastic
keep
murder weapon he
into
used
this
has
small
not been
giraffe.
located. Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of a man-eating beast said to have been in an abandoned mine shaft outside the city limits.
Fake
These
news,
shots were
people.
made immediately
Fake
after the
news.
state police surrounded the cave
Fake news.
and found it completely empty. Evidence in the cave appeared to confirm the report that a monster of some sort had been shackled there, but had somehow attained strength enough to pull itself loose and escape.
He is risen.
Groups of armed volunteers have set out in search of the creature, hoping to track it down and destroy it. Meanwhile,
Well, it's simple. You see, we
Thor
killed
crashed just below here. If that disintegrator is down there, I'm going to find it.
Derek, I just thought.
I
The
really
monster
like to
that
thank you
escaped
for
from the
picking
cave.
up on the Dark Knight joke
It
there.
must have been there at the same time we were. What I can't figure out is, why did it escape when it did? Why not sooner?
It would not have been large enough But the man it consumed increased its growth rate.
Then
So that's how it
big
works.
would it be now?
There is no telling.
I eat a man.
You stay here. Keep the door closed.
Do the math. I think Derek's going to take a tumble.
Oh no! Don't worry. I'm hovering over the Wilhelm scream. We got this. Whoa! These dress shoes. They're crap for climbing mountains. God, it's so
really
hot in here. I'm getting out. Look, there's some severe humidity happening down here. If you think I'm sitting in that car any longer, you're fucked.
God damn it, Betty. You can't listen to damn.
I'm over here making gravy.
No, Betty, go back. It's too dangerous
We
for
can
you
find
to...
that thing twice as fast if we both look.
Especially if we...
Oh, there it is. Oh.
But I like you very much.
What is that?
In a
What do you feel down there? Did you get a gun?
Behind clouds. It'll be easier to see what we're looking for.
Yes. The light from your
We're looking for that
will.
Loch Ness lobster.
I already gave that thing that damn $3.50.
I gave him $3.50 already.
I think I know.
It's lobsquatch.
I think I've known for some time. You're not from this world, are you?
No, how could you
I
tell?
did not know how to tell you.
Was it my 48 tentacles that gave me away?
Seems impossible to believe.
Testicles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're so much like
I
us.
misspoke.
Like my brother.
I misunderstood your
Grandpa
Earth
young.
language.
To think.
Betty, I don't know how to tell you, but I'm desperately attracted to your grandfather.
We were put on places far, far apart.
The way he passes out underneath the newspaper.
You see, I may only look 13 to you, but on my planet I'm 473 years old.
I know that I'm not very old yet, but...
If you become ill, you are put to death, as are the old.
They become
You
soylent.
won't be going back ever, will you?
I shall make the earth my home. And
I
shall
like it
never...
here.
And I shall call it Earth.
Oh my god.
What are you doing to me?
What? I'm suddenly an expert.
I got chiggers.
Second alien mouth, go.
Wow, they stayed out there a long time.
Well, let's go. We're already redressed again.
Derek. The cricket.
Oh, you're still here?
It's so quiet.
Not the crickets.
Oh,
It's
no.
the crickets! Oh no!
Derek! It was under the rock! Quick! Shoot it, Derek! Shoot it!
What is happening?
Go start the motor.
I don't know.
It won't. Yeah, see, the reflector gun won't work. You need a source of
the
light.
lobster thing
You
screaming?
need to get... No, what you gotta do is you gotta go to the Tom's General Store and get the AA batteries to make the laser gun work.
Hey, was the lobster screaming?
Yes. Yes. it was.
Like, ah!
Uh-huh. And it was like shadow
Here.
puppet lobster.
Let's go! Quickly!
The most terrifying thing I've ever
Quick to
seen.
the ocean. We'll never
I've
find
never
it.
seen a lobster so
Must
big
have been
without my
damaged
butter
somehow
tray.
When Thor was thrown in the crash.
You said that thing would keep growing. If it does, what can stop it from wrecking the city? And
I may be able to repair the damaged part
Well,
of the
look, okay,
disintegrator.
so
If I
there's a
can't,
thing
we will
about the
stop the
reproductive
Gargan
cycle on our
and give
planet.
the Earth a weapon against invasion as well.
You guys, you see the
only I
comment
could get it
from
to work.
Doomswire. Fear me and my low country boil. Well done.
That's good.
Oh, sir. Thank you. Thank you. That's a good one.
What was that?
Only a coyote.
A cat? It sounded like a cat.
Meow!
It's coming right
Oh,
forward!
it's that giant lobster. Quick, somebody get the butter.
Oh my God.
Look.
Grandpa was so exhausted he fell sound asleep with all his clothes on. Do you think you can fix it, dear?
As
I have
opposed
found the
to...
damaged part.
Like naked.
Such a little thing.
And I just inhale this and then I see the moon?
It does.
It is worthless. Unless I can figure out an energy substitute.
Maybe it won't come into the city, Derek.
It will come to the city.
It will.
For more food, if nothing else.
Oh. Well, since you put it that way.
I like this guy's style.
Just straight pounding that gin.
This is Johnson at Station 86. Out by the hills, due northeast. There's some kind of a monster. It suddenly bobbed up and seemed to touch the sky. I have not been drinking. No, I can't see it now. It must be behind the hills, but I'm getting out
Thanks
of here.
for clarifying there, buddy. Appreciate you. Let me take this with me, Robert.
Now he's going to start drinking.
Report that the beast they encountered was many times the size they expected, indicating that the monster has some strange power of rapid growth. An exact description was...
Ooh, rapid growth.
We have a bulletin just received. According to a report not yet confirmed, a beast of seemingly gigantic proportions has been sighted lurking in the hills due northeast of town.
I'm sorry. I
military
recently
help.
trained
Put it away,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Stop doing. I'm sorry.
In the next 2 hours.
I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, citizens should take refuge in places of
God,
safety.
how many times have I
cellars,
heard
bomb
apologize
shelters, as directed by civil defense administrators. I repeat.
Derek, they say it's coming. It has grown. It's just northeast of town. I'd better wake up.
Betty, it's not even breathing hard yet.
You go there with him. There is a chance I can do something yet.
What? What are you looking at?
Those wires, going from pole to pole.
We could try
They
some
carry the
shock
source of
therapy.
energy used for illumination and power in the homes.
Yes, electricity.
And the wires are spread throughout the city. Are they
Oh,
not?
no.
You mean
You're quite
you
the
might be able
expert,
to
aren't
make
you,
it
Betty?
better work
So
by hooking
cute,
it-
bless your heart.
Possibly.
With your projectile-based weapons and your pole and wire-based energy.
I can help, Derek. I'm
And your
going with
bowl cut bangs.
going on? What's all the
Oh,
call
man,
about?
I've been
Grandpa,
sleeping for a
Derek and I are
fortnight.
going out to the edge of town. Wait for us here.
When you got diabetes like me, you get grumpy. You need your naps.
I can
And
Now what you do is
you
you check your
go
diabetes and you check it
roll
off.
oatmeal.
Let us go.
Quickly, before your diabetes flares up again. Black squares painted to be windows.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is this seriously just a painting? And what's not a painting is just like the local mall?
Yes.
They're driving so fast. Look, they're doing at least 5 miles an hour. Oh, they're done.
Maybe time to get those shocks checked, buddy.
Yeah, man. So,
It's
well,
like
so
the
Steve,
Why aren't you in the cellar, Gramps, with Betty?
What makes you think Betty's in the cellar? She's out somewhere with Derek again.
Everybody's supposed to take shelter. The monster from the cave, it's approaching the town.
Huh? Then that's where they must have gone. Those crazy kids. Joe, we
Joe,
got to
crazy
try.
oh, those kids.
Come on, then, let's go.
Always chasing after lobster monsters.
Okay, it's dark where they are.
And what they thought they saw was a rock.
Wire?
But it wasn't a rock.
It was a rock lobster.
Rock lobster?
Pepperidge Farm remembered. Nice one, Kurt.
Look!
I remember.
Operator, this is an emergency. You must connect me with the city electrical generating plant. Hurry!
Oh, let's see here.
Oh, quickly, I'm out of butter.
Hello? Please listen to me. You must do as I say. The monster is coming towards the town. I'm at North Ridge Road. We have a weapon here.
Because
that
I
might
don't
be able
know
to
a
stop
lot
it
about
if we can
lobsters
connect it to
and
the power
really
line.
crustaceans in general, but don't they
You
usually
have to
live in
believe me.
water?
There's no time to check with anybody.
No,
This
What you
planet
do
It's a thing
is
they do.
with its
we need you
arid
to bring the
soil.
fire department. and bring as much boiling water as you can.
Yeah, Derek, just grab these electric lines here and just snip them with your bare hands. Just get up there and snip them.
Yeah, just get up there. Here, use these snips. Don't worry, they've got insulated grips.
Should be fine. Oh man, this lobster's gonna
Here,
be
yeah,
so
just grab it with your bare hands. That's fine. Don't worry.
Power, it's ready.
Hello? Turn the power back on.
Okay.
Okay.
Derek, you better not be holding on to it. Oh, I see.
It is not enough power.
Can you boost the power?
He needs more power.
I'll try to speed
It's
up the
over
generator.
9,000.
It seems to have some kind of weapon, but it's not doing anything.
Only Captain D can save us now.
Oh man, that's a great little C2 place, you guys.
Here, grab by your bare hands with the power running.
If only there were more power, Betty.
Is there any way to generate more power? We've got
Turn
to
on the
have
nuclear.
I could join in more circuits, but it may blow off the line.
More. Try anything. It's our only
Just
chance.
do it.
Let me get on the exercise bike and pedal.
Here, let me
pedal.
lift this lever. Another 5%.
Hamsters go.
And
Come on, exoskeleton. Let's see.
I want a skeleton. I want a what? You almost can't see through them. Our green screens
Yeah, how's
are
that
almost
work
better.
when it's got an exoskeleton?
You can turn the weapon over to the scientists now.
It is too late.
You mean they're coming? Already?
Is that like half of her lines about coming?
I must leave.
God.
They will take care of it.
But Derek, you promised.
Thank Kyle.
You said.
Thank you anytime. That's what I'm here for.
You must not interfere.
For what?
Betty, I know you're great at following instructions,
Betty,
but this
thank
time
heavens
really.
you're all right.
Would you like a big bowl of oatmeal?
I think that guy's carrying around gravy in his costume.
That book has indeed made you forget many things. We are the supreme race. We have the
That's
supreme
racist.
weapons.
Oh God, we're back to this again.
Right?
Started off with white supremacy, ends up with white supremacy.
We've never been apart.
Teenagers in Space 2, Crawdad Crisis.
You were the son of our leader.
Oh, that's good. Thanks, Doom Swagger.
You won't be going.
We will call you Derek Leader's son.
He looks like John Mulaney, too.
Yeah,
Derek
you're right.
Christ.
Makes me think of what the killer used.
Father, Son, and Holy Lobster.
The same thing.
But who is he? Where did he come from, anyway?
Someplace none of us has ever heard of before, Joe.
What do you mean?
It's Mars, okay?
Clear from
You've
another
never heard of it.
Albuquerque.
I've heard of Mars, Betty.
Hey, wait a minute.
Betty, this is no time to be joking.
I'm not joking. Where do you think the monster came from? And the man who was doing all the killing and the unheard of weapon he used?
But how did
They came in a spaceship of some sort.
It
Whatever
looked
those
like a
people
can of
told you
Jiffy
they saw
Pop
last
with a
night.
drill on the bottom of
the
it,
flying
okay?
saucer? And I thought those people were seeing things.
They weren't. Derek looked into the sky just before he left here.
And
Somehow
he saw the
he
moon.
could tell more on the way.
Steve.
And the real question is, will the houses have power anymore?
No. Have
He
you
must be in
seen
the
how
house.
much it uses
There's
to
our
fire
car.
that gun?
Well, how do I run my CPAP?
Derek!
Look at my suit. It is completely restored. It has a deeper V now.
Goes all the way down to the danger zone.
You are Joe.
Kenny Loggins
I
not a
want you to
sponsor.
take me somewhere in your vehicle.
He was just inside
What makes
playing
you
with the
think I
boys.
will?
You refuse to take me?
That's right. I'm staying right here.
You will do as I say.
No, Derek, this isn't you.
Do not interfere, Betty. I beg you.
She
Get
asked
in.
him if he was Jewish.
I think that's what happened.
Really?
It's really weird, man. The white supremacy in this movie is getting out of hand.
It's
Take me
really
to where they are
bad.
keeping the prisoner.
How is it that it was daylight and they get in the car and it immediately turns to night?
It turns to night really
Joe,
fast.
don't the disintegrator. It won't.
See, daylight, daylight.
Trust me, Betty. Trust me.
I trusted him, and then he said it again, and I was like,
He said it twice, so I had to trust him.
Derek seemed like such a nice fellow.
It's too bad he's gonna die.
He promised me something.
That
He promised he would never leave. That he would never go back. I don't believe he wants to break his promise to me. I'm not gonna let him.
What can you do about it, honey?
I think
I'm
I know
gonna
where
drive
he's
over
going.
there and interfere.
Out by the old mine. I want to go there. I want to see him once more.
He's hurt you enough, Betty.
Grandpa, please let me go. I must.
Go get in the line of fire.
Plus, I have a terrible craving for lobster.
They just need a pair of those big shell crackers.
All right, you stay back. Stay back.
Just the shadow of it.
The prisoner is in the It looks like they haven't transferred him.
They
to
just
city
need a
jail
normal
yet.
size one in
What are
front
you
of the bright
planning to
light.
do?
Never mind. Just get out
Do
of
a
the
terrible
car and walk
overlay
in front
for
of
it.
me.
So, do we know, does Derek have a working Zappo blaster gun now or no? Is he hooking it up to the straight juice? Did that charge it up or something, or is he just
Quickly against the wall so nobody sees me in my jumpsuit.
Do not move.
Oh!
I will take the prisoner. Get their guns. Hand them to me.
So gingerly.
Now
I
get
will
in.
now put them in my pocket. And then I will also announce my next move.
no plates on this car?
You face
Yeah,
the
drive,
wall.
Daddy.
Keep your hands above your head.
It's night again.
I was stupid, Thor. Very stupid. But that is over. We are returning to meet the ships. Together.
Why do you let them live? Kill them!
There is no need. They will be dead soon enough, along with everything else on this planet. Go!
Wait a minute. Is this an elaborate ruse?
Look, that's what he meant.
Look at the Jiffy Pop going off.
Thor's about to get flim-flammed. Wait, so...
Ships of an alien source are approaching from the sky.
Scramble
Radio
MiGs.
contact has been attempted but cannot be established. Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
Iceman's already airborne. Yes!
Meanwhile, in the desert...
What made you think he was coming here?
Because they're coming.
God, how many times?
Coming. I told you he wouldn't go backwards.
It's like her only line.
That he wanted.
They're coming.
Betty, let me take you back home.
No, Grandpa, look.
They'll
here
be
comes
coming
Joe's
there
car.
too. Oh, hey, look, they've arrived.
Do they have a flag?
Derek, you came! Not now, Betty.
This is not the time to talk about it in front of your grandpa.
Betty! Gramps, what are you doing here? Why do you concern yourself with them? Destroy them!
Why, Thor? They cannot change what is going to happen.
What is going to happen, Derek?
I'm going to... Wait.
You must understand. Death must come to all. Sooner to some, later to others.
The guide ship is about to land. We must go to meet it.
Your promise, Derek. Don't you remember your promise?
Oh, yeah. Wait.
I have not forgotten it.
Well, he made that promise before he came.
Oh!
Oh, God.
We call that the guide ship. And it looks like there
In the
are
light of
100
day.
more still in the sky. What are they going to do?
Derek told me. The other ships are loaded with thousands of those horrible creatures. Like the one Derek killed today.
Why are they bringing them here?
Because they're
Raised
delicious,
for food,
Greg.
A safe distance from their own people.
And they don't care what happens to us?
Because it's Lobster Fest time at Red Lobster.
I wanted to make the earth.
This movie brought to you tonight by Lobster Fest.
You would never leave.
Lobster gumbo, lobster.
That would have been the best sponsorship.
Red Lobster, not a sponsor,
I
but
would have
open
used the
discussions.
disintegrator on them, but it will not function without energy supply. It was damaged when you crashed. I had to bluff with it.
It is just as well. They will be the first victims of the Gargan herds.
My popcorn's ready. Awesome.
I've just been hanging out here this whole time. How are you
You were
guys?
able to bring him back, Thor. He brought me.
I am sorry
He ate too much lobster. Now he has the
Acted
Gorgon hurts.
I am ready to take my punishment.
There will be no punishment, my son.
Father, you've come.
Does he have a,
Did you bring
does
more
he have a
butter?
triple B?
You are my father.
I just want to see how many B's he has.
No,
I have
Luke,
watched
I
your
am your.
progress since
Oh
you were
wait,
born.
yes, I
You
am
have
your.
excelled in all things.
I am your cousin's
I was
second,
most disappointed.
third.
when
He's
you
got
were
3.
deserted. I came this trip
And that
hoping
beard.
to find you would return.
Ringo Starr?
Has what
He's
I
got
have
a
done
beard.
not disqualified
That means
me?
the beard is the leader.
Am
That's
I
what
still
beards
to-
mean.
You were back. That is all that matters.
That's
Your
Captain
mistakes
D
were
right
made
there.
Because of that book. It blurred your mind, but only
Or Long John
temporarily.
Silver. Not sure.
How is it you are able to leave the planet? Will not the government structure collapse in your absence?
We will return immediately, as soon as the Gargans are unloaded from the fleet of ships. The people are unaware that I am gone.
Yes, we must leave quickly. If your
Real,
absence were
real
discovered,
stable government
it
you
would
got there,
likely spark
Daddy-o.
the beginning of a revolution.
Can't
I'm not
remember
the
if your
only one
cabinet
who has
kinda
that
look
book,
over things
Father.
while you're gone?
Yes, I know. And you will help in tracking down others who may have such books.
Yes, I see the fleet is approaching. They are flying from radio signals from the guide ship, are they not? Let me be the one to direct them in for landing.
Captain, are the ships close enough to receive the landing signals?
Momentarily, but...
Then go below, Derek. You will bring them in.
Bring them in so they will come.
All I heard was chips. Excited.
Here, let me close this lid real quick on my Weber grill. Not a sponsor.
Derek, what are you
What are you doing? Fire death lasers.
Looked like Derek went in first and closed the entranceway.
They call me DJ Derek
They're
now.
getting mighty close.
He's double crossing
Some
them.
plan. He's not doing what they want him to, I'm sure.
Master
Wiki,
control to
wiki.
fleet. Master control to fleet. Increase speed.
I have
Set
one
flight
turntable
pattern
and a
to
microphone.
-0.08.
Where it's at.
Open this hatch at once.
The ships seem to be converging and increasing their speed. They cannot land.
He doesn't plan to have them land, but crash! They're coming right at us!
Derek's doing it. That's what he planned.
But he's inside there. He'll be killed too. Get down inside the cave.
Quickly!
Think of what you are doing. Turn the ships around before it is too late.
Hold course steady.
Oh, nice.
Roll that beautiful B-movie footage.
Hey, isn't that the same cave from the last movie we watched?
Very likely.
There's like one cave near Hollywood where they
It's
shot
got
all
a
these
rock in
movies.
front of it. It's like, oh, this is perfect. It's got a rock in front of it. That's how you know it's a cave.
What's this bubble machine, guys? It's got like a billion bubbles.
That's what they had in the beginning. That's how they were able to track the planet, was with the billion bubble machine.
What? I shall make the earth my home, and I shall never, never leave it.
Weird.
Is that a big burn mark on the ground?
No, it's fine. The fire will put itself out. It's fine. Just walk away. Oh, I guess that's the end.
Tom Grave.
Okay.
How could you?
Okay.
Oh, Tom Grave, what have you done to me?
I kind of dug it.
I don't know, man. Oh
Yeah, I Bill the Kirk. I'm with you with the floating head at the end. I don't know. Yeah,
No,
Mufasa, Derek, exactly.
Yeah, no, the floating head was weird.
son,
My son. This happened in the hills of Hollywood. You must never go there.
Uba EBK. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was good though. I enjoyed it.
It was certainly a movie, and it made me laugh at points where I don't think I was supposed to laugh.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. I mean, I think what really strikes me when you watch these really old ones when they've got these female characters that are just frankly, Betty, I don't give a damn.
One-dimensional.
I mean, just entirely. And all she's doing is talking about coming and asking really vapid questions. And but then you compare that to the acting range of the other characters, and she killed it. I mean, Betty for MVP of this movie for sure.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna have to second that opinion on that because holy shit, that was. I mean, there's one-dimensional characters, and then there was Betty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
I mean, at least Grandpa had
carrying it.
sleeping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we had sleepy Grandpa, right? So he was napping. We had active, helpful Grandpa, where he told everything about everyone's private lives to anybody who came by. And then, but so you've got some flexibility, some variability with Grandpa there. He was solid. But man,
are we really deep diving the characters in this movie?
I'm just saying, there was some character development, a little maybe.
There was no development. They were like, "Here's the characters. We're gonna force them down your throat."
Well, yeah, I did enjoy seeing Derek reunite with his father that he never knew he had at the end. That really provided the denouement for me. There was this tension all the way through the movie that I thought, man, if this ends up with another Gargon slaughter and we don't find out and Derek doesn't get to love his father the way he deserves to be loved, but it all turned out just fine.
I would have been, I'm really glad that they brought all of this attention to the Gargon because it was such a big part of the movie that I really felt it deserved top billing.
Yeah, I mean, why do you call it Teenagers from Outer Space? There were 0 teenagers in this movie. Did you guys notice that?
No, there were absolutely teenagers.
Yeah, agreed.
Teenagers. There were all teenagers that were in there.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was the thing about movies of this era. They didn't really ever hire teenagers. They hired 35-year-olds to say, "Hey, you're a teenager in this movie. Now just wear your pants up to your nipples, and you'll look like you have a flat chest."
Right.
I got nothing. So I do want to call out some folks in chat who I think did a spectacular job of adding to the discussion, and who I think need to be added in. I don't know if they're followers or not, all of them, but if you're not, you should be. And when we hit 50, Doom Swagger is going to be in there. Bill the Kirk is going to be in there. My handwriting is atrocious. Fadence, Metropolis, Infamous Nag, and Guitar Artisan all deserve a nod, I think, for some stellar commentary while we went. So thank you everybody in chat. That was awesome. Much appreciated.
Y'all are welcome around our virtual bonfire anytime.
Come hang around the fire. It's warm. Ish.
Yep. Yeah, it was good.
Just put your hands up to the screen. Just put your hands up to the screen.
Are we doing the monos?
So,
okay, so
please. I want to do this one. I want to do this one. So, next week, guys, we have a very, very special episode for you. We're going to be doing it, as I understand, a day earlier for the live stream. So this will be a Saturday night stream next week.
Yep.
Am I saying this correctly so far? Please interrupt me if I'm doing it wrong.
No, you're good. You got it.
But we will be doing a socially distanced live showing of B-Movie Bonfire next week. And I really hope you guys will be there for that. We're going to do a double header next week. One of them being we're going to do an in-person Manos. I know how much that stings.
I can feel it already. I can sort of taste it right in the back of my throat.
Yeah, Monos, and I'm looking at the crawling eye as
that one sounds amazing.
another
the
one
crawling
to
eye
do.
sounds amazing.
So which we haven't seen yet. So the crawling eye and Monos doubleheader, in person with a real fire.
With a real fire.
With a projection and if we can make the logistics work, the three of us sitting far enough apart, and making jokes in real time again. So yeah. So that's the plan. We'll see if we can make it happen.
Yeah, that's the plan for next week. So next week is going to be a doubleheader. Plan on Manos, Hands of Fate. Oh God, we're doing it again. It's going to be so bad. I can't wait.
It'll be really, really terrible.
Oh, it's going to be really terrible.
It'll be awful.
It's going to be a good time. I hope you guys will join us for that. And in the meantime, thank you so much for everybody who stopped by tonight. I know I had a great time with this movie. As terrible as it was, I really did have a good time with it. There were times in this movie that I legitimately laughed just at how bad the dialogue was. There was just no getting around just how badly written that was.
And the lobster monster?
Right?
I don't understand.
Somebody call Red Lobster. We got Lobster Fest here.
It's super weird. Like, why would they, out of all the things they could have done for a monster, why would they take the shadow of a lobster as their monster? I just don't. I don't get it.
Crawfish are plentiful, and I think
they just used mud bugs for this one. It's okay.
They did. I mean, look, you put it as close to the camera as you can, and it's going to look real big. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Camera
awful.
makes it look 15 pounds bigger.
Y'all need to stop.
What? I don't know
on that note.
So
wait,
really
real quick, how many bonfires out of 5? 5 being the most fun to watch, 0 being, oh my God, it's Monos all over again.
You know what? I'm willing to give this a 3. As much as the movie was bad, I did feel like it at least stayed consistent with its message of whatever it was trying to be.
We've got ratings coming in on chat.
Oh,
we got 4, 2, 3.5, and 2.5.
Swagger on this. I'm going to go with a 2. This is a painful movie. And then I would have gone with 3, but then the amount of white supremacy was pretty uncomfortable. So I deducted the whole point.
That is noted. However, I have to give the counter argument of the game instructions that you have. Thank you for the crickets. You've got the game instructions for this. There is a game spin-off of this.
Yeah. If people missed it at the beginning, I don't think it's related at all. But I do own this one.
How could you tell
how
if it
can
was
it
related
not
or
be?
not? How could it not be? They painted such a broad scope with this.
I mean, look at some of the art in here.
Are there lobsters in there?
That's a great question.
Are there gorgons?
Find lobsters. If there's not giant lobsters, I'm definitely upset and my night is ruined.
Lobster, sea gargon. Okay.
Says the guy flying a passenger plane while watching.
It does look some interesting
stuff. Taking heat from chat.
Yo.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, that's amazing. So I don't know. I can't say that I wasn't.
I'd say 2 or 3.
It's gonna
2
be
or 3. It's not Vincent Price. It's not Vincent Price. It's not Monos. It's way better than Plan 9. It was all filmed on location, so I was never worried about the scenery falling down or any of that shit. Like,
yeah,
I'd say at least a 2 or 3 compared to some of the terrible movies we've seen.
Well, I think we can revise this next week when we really sit through a double pile of terrible.
Oh yeah.
No. What was it? What was it you referred to at the beginning? The
steaming pile of pony loaf. Yeah.
The steaming pile of pony loaf.
Yeah.
Why does that make me laugh?
I mean, it's a funny visual for sure. You can slice it as thick as you want.
This, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, is the 15th movie that we've done.
Holy shit, have we done 15 of these already?
This is the 15th, yeah. Yep.
And this is the second with our new co-host, this guy over here, Josh, really bringing the funny to the party here.
This guy, glad to have you on board.
Yes,
Center
absolutely.
stage.
This guy. Getting burned by the fire right now.
I know, yeah, it's hot there.
It might
You might want to scoot away. Yeah, and next week we'll see if we can't recreate this live in person. So
So I do apologize in advance for any technical issues we have. This will be uncharted waters. Words are hard. It'll be uncharted waters for us, but I really hope that we can make it as entertaining as we hope it is, at least as entertaining it is to us. So we hope to see you there for that, and there will be additional details to follow on our various social media. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitch. You can follow us on Twitter. All of the platforms. We should have some kind of a presence. I believe we do. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep. More or less.
And we will supply more details there for our upcoming live stream. So
absolutely.
Hope you guys had fun.
Awesome.
I know I did. We'll see you guys
had
next
a blast.
time. Thanks for hanging around the bonfire with us. And we'll catch you for the next one.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care.